Hey YouTube, thanks for joining me today. Wanted to kick off the week by talking about 5 different foods that I include daily in my plant-based diet. And when I say daily, I use the word daily instead of regularly because regularly is a little bit more vague. But when I say daily, some of these aren't ones that I eat 7 days a week all throughout the year. Some of these I do eat 7 days a week, and some of them are probably more like 6 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. But I'm always thinking about these, working them in, and I wanted to share them with you. And some of these I'm going to mention, and I will tell you some of the benefits of them, but you might want to go and check them out for yourself and see, what constitutes all the different things that we should be eating when we're eating like this. I'll tell you how my brain works real quick before I get started. I'm not the kind, I always have notes with me. I'm not the kind of guy. I listen to a lot of talks on the science and the nutrition behind this stuff, but I burned out most of my brain a long time ago. I don't retain things. So a lot of time the way my brain works, especially after I've heard a talk on a subject 4, 5, 6 times, it's just like my brain has deemed this positive. This is good. I know the why at the time why I need to eat these things on a regular basis, but I can't sit here like a lot of people can and just go, well, it has this in it and that and blah, blah, blah. But I have done my research, and I continually do my research and listen to talks on the stuff. But the number one thing, and I've really started getting more regular with this, is blueberries. Berries in general, but blueberries, because it's easy for me to get big bags of frozen blueberries here in my area. Now the blueberries are packed with antioxidants, and with more of the main one being anthocyanin, which is the most abundant polyphenol in blueberries. They help neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress. The berries are considered the most healthful fruit out of all the fruits. And there's even berries that are, depending on the polyphenols and whatever, that are even a little bit more healthy. I was listening to a talk in the gym this weekend, and it might have been raspberries, but I had some raspberries this morning as well. In fact, I had a smoothie bowl this morning that contained both raspberries and blueberries. So get those blueberries in every day, and they're nice. The frozen ones are so good because I don't even like to thaw them out to be like room temperature. I thaw them out just enough where they're not real hard, and I like eating them sometimes just as snacks. Second one is ground flaxseed. I really try to get a little bit of ground flaxseed in every day. It's a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically an excellent source of alpha-linolenic acid. Also contains lignans, which are plant compounds with antioxidant and anti-cancer properties. Great source of omega-3s. I'm still on the fence all the time. I think I'm going to start supplementing again because it doesn't tend to, the ALA doesn't tend to convert to the DHA. And the other one, I forget right off the top of my head as well. So omega-3s are something you really want to pay close attention to. But the ground flaxseed is easy for me because I use it in smoothies. I use it in my nice creams, or probably, as I will do maybe later today, I actually have a good salad dressing that I like to use 2 tablespoons in. So good stuff, and it's super, super, super cheap, but make sure you grind them up. Number 3 are legumes. A lot of these, I'm imagining, if you've watched any of my what I eat in a day or what I ate today videos, you'll know some of these because you've probably seen them over and over. And the third one is legumes, because they're an excellent source of protein and fiber. They're great for heart health, blood sugar control, and gut health. Sorry about that. The cat needed my attention. Also a great source of iron. And they do have some calcium in them as well. So those are things like the legumes, but the protein in them, I eat legumes. Like I go crazy for legumes. I would probably say I eat 7 servings a day, sometimes 8 servings a day. Now, that might sound like a lot, but an actual uh, proper serving of legumes is about half a cup cooked. And for people that say, I can't eat legumes, they mess up my stomach, unless you've got like Crohn's or ulcerative colitis or a few other maybe real serious gut conditions, you can eat legumes. As Dr. Bolsewitz always says, you got to sometimes start low and go slow. In other words, you eat, if you say I can't eat legumes, try eating a quarter of a cup of legumes today. A little bit more tomorrow, a little bit more the next day. But once again, if you've got serious gut issues, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to tell you to go do something that's going to, mess you up there. The fourth one is, it's kind of a category. They're not all necessarily, well, yeah, they are in the same family. I believe collards, purple cabbage, and kale are all considered somewhat loosely in the same family. Anyhow, those are the things between those. Every single day, I generally have a couple or three servings of collards. If I don't have collards that day, I have purple cabbage. That's just like, that is pretty much 7 days a week. I would say the blueberries are, 6 or 7 days a week. The legumes are 7 days a week. The flaxseed I probably miss a day in there. So let's say 6, maybe sometimes 5. Collards or purple cabbage, eating that every day. If I'm not eating one, I'm eating the other. And on the rare occasion I don't eat either one, don't have either in the house, I'll have some kale, I'll have a green smoothie. Love those cruciferous vegetables. And every once in a while I like to even throw in the broccolis, broccoli, cauliflower, things like that in there. They're nutrient dense. They're full of vitamins A, C, K. They have folate, calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron. Great source of calcium. That's why I really like to pound those greens. Essential for bone health. One thing about the greens, try using a little bit of, say, citrus on there. Vitamin C really helps us to absorb the goodness in there a lot more. And the fifth one is nuts and seeds. And I know I've already said ground flax seeds, and I don't want you to go overboard. I don't want to push you in the direction of just overeating your fats. But I've just gotten to where I like to keep a variety of nuts in the house. At any given time, I've got pecans in the house. I have walnuts in the house. I have almonds in the house. I have hemp seeds in the house. I have sunflower seeds in the house. And if you are not real familiar with nuts and seeds or how much constitutes a serving, or if you have a tendency to overeat, you have to measure, at least until you're able to kind of know by your eye, okay, I'm not eating too much, because I'll get just the smallest of a palmful, just a little, sometimes I'll even graze throughout the day to overall throughout the day to get maybe a full serving of it. But a serving is not what you think, and it is very, very easy. Don't ever, always be deliberate when you're eating your nuts and seeds. Don't ever just sit down with a bag of nuts in front of the TV or doing whatever and just start eating out of the container. It's very easy. I think back on when I used to eat nuts. I think back, probably there were times where I'd sit down, sometimes on a Friday night watching some Netflix, and I'd probably have 2, 3, 4 servings of pistachios or almonds or whatever, and that's a lot of fat right there. So just be a little bit careful with those, and just just small amounts in grazing, because even though it is good fat, we don't want to overdo it. But they are also a great source of protein, fiber. The main healthy fats that you're going for with them are the monosaturated and polyunsaturated. Also, one of your best sources of vitamin E. Great for heart health and great for gut health. But anyhow, like I say, I kind of over the weekend, I knew I was going to do this one, so I went back and looked through some of these, and it's fun. Google has this new expanded AI search where just get in there. I highly recommend you to check a lot of this old senile guy's stuff. Like a lot of these talks that I give, go check it out yourself. Go into Google. Go one by one. You can go in yourself and go berries or blueberries, nutrition facts. Do that expanded AI search. Read what it's got. Do that. Go all the way down. See what you think. Make up your own decision. Make up your own mind. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and come back for some more of my content. And I hope each and every one of you has a great week. Peace.